So first page po, with respect to the payment of rewards po, 59,787,000 pesos po, Your Honor. With other purchases naman po, umabot po siya ng around 15 million pesos, Your Honor.
So ilan yung walang observations? Wala kayong observations?
Bali, ang total po ng may observation namin ay around 75 million pesos po, Your Honor.
75 million sa may observations, so around 50 ang mga walang observations. Ganun ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And all right, so that is for the 125.
Yes po, Your Honor.
I don't have any time anymore, so it's okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Soto. Senator Judge Lacson may proceed with his interjections when he's ready. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Good morning, Attorney Wamil.
Good morning po, Your Honor.
Kindly refresh my memory, no? Kasi ang pagkaalam ko, sa paggamit ng intelligence saka confidential fund, hindi lamang sa pinapayagan o hindi pinagbabawal ang paggamit ng alias, kundi necessity for practical reasons, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And idadivert lang yung totoong tao nasa likod ng mga alias kapag declassified na o tapos na yung tinatawag na confidential or intelligence operations. Tama, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So ang tanong ko, meron ba kayong, wala ba kayong efforts na alamin kung sino yung mga nasa likod ng mga aliases na sinabit sa inyo?
Since document-based lang po kami, Your Honor, hindi na po. Wala na po kami.
Yan ang susunod yung tanong. Ano? Bakit paper audit lang kayo? Wala kayong physical? Parang bitin yung inyong pagsasagawa ng audit. Kasi paano nyo malalaman kung legitimate yung pumirma doon sa acknowledgement receipts kung hindi nyo inaalam kung meron bang totoong tao na nasa likod noong mga aliases na yon?
Opo. Since what we do po in ICFAO po is compliance audit lang po, Your Honor. So kung ano lang po talaga yung provisions na nasasaad dun sa joint circular, yun lang po talaga yung ginagawa namin, Your Honor.
That brings me to my next point. Baka pwedeng i-recommenda mo na i-amend nyo yung inyong JMC.
Uh-oh. Finger comb drama. Try Palmolive Naturals.
Kasi parang bitin, no? In fairness to the concerned offices or persons na ino-audit, dapat kumpleto yung due process, hindi ba?
Yes po,
Kasi
Your
kung
Honor.
paper lang, magre-rely lang kayo sa mga submission, hindi nyo inaalam, you don't go further than that, di ba? Anyway, wala ka naman doon sa, hindi ka naman deputy commissioner pa o associate commissioner, so siguro, i-recommend mo na lang na i-amend yung inyong JMC. So my next question is, what would you consider as evidence of success of a particular surveillance operation and or intelligence information gathering activity? Ano yung evidence of success?
Actually, walang specific na document yung sinasabi ng joint circular, pero nagbe-base po kami dun sa mismong wording po na dapat merong causal link between the successful intelligence or surveillance activities vis-a-vis yung information given by the informer.
Okay. Would an after surveillance report or after intelligence report ng particular na agent, would it suffice para i-consider yung evidence of success? I'm not referring to the entire operation. Kasi kapag nagsagawa ng surveillance, nagsasagawa ng after surveillance report, whether negative or positive, would you consider that as evidence of success?
Katulad po ng sinabi ko, tinitingnan po namin yung causal link. Kung may causal link between the success and the information given by
Yun
the
ang
informer.
problema kasi bitin nga yung inyong audit. So I would reiterate, i-recommend mo na i-amend ninyo yung inyong circular. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Judge Lacson. Before proceeding to round 2, Chair would like to make some interjections. Attorney Wamil, you read the notice of suspension earlier and you gave what amount again? Can you kindly give him a copy? Counsel for Prosecutors?
Uy, Anika, yun meantime.
Sa payment of rewards po, yung total is 59,787,000 pesos po.
You're referring to page 1 of the December 13 notice of suspension that you prepared.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Can you total it again for me, please, sir?
The payment of rewards po.
I totaled it and your total is wrong. Kindly total the figures
I'm-
that you wrote there.
Yes, sir. It was a typo error po. 69,787,000 pesos.
Ang dami namang nagkamaling numero doon. From 59,787,000, ang tamang total is 69,837,000.
Yes po, Your Honor.
But the figure you mentioned earlier was what was written here. How did you know that it was wrong, a typo, and now you're giving us the correct figures?
Kasi yung 10 million po, Your Honor, hindi na-add dun sa total amount. 10 million po ng payment, reward payment.
Pangalawa po, yung subsequent issuances, binabanggit po 69 million na, pero yung detalye, hindi na po 10.5 million, 10 million na. Ano ba talaga?
Can you repeat your question po, Your Honor? Sorry po.
Nakalagay po dyan 10.5 million, 10.05 million. Hindi po ba yung rewards? Yung
Yes
reward
po.
payment? Yung
Yes po.
subsequent documents issued by COA already referred to it as only 10 million. Anong pagkakaiba yun?
What subsequent document po, Your Honor, yung tinutukoy niyo?
I'm referring to the notice of disallowance later on and the documents mentioned also in subsequent articles, in subsequent documents.
Wala na po akong personal knowledge about the notice of disallowance po, Your Honor.
So ba't na-correct yun? Yung 10 million, yung 10.05 naging 10 million na lang. You wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know po, Your Honor.
In relation to the question of Senator Judge Soto, he said how much is the total that were provided for. You gave a total. In relation to the question of Senator Judge Villanueva, ano ba yung pinakaiba? Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you were aware of a notice of disallowance.
Yes po.
How much was the notice of disallowance? Ano yung dinisallow out of the 125?
Sa pagkakalala ko, around 73 million pesos po, Your Honor.
So out of 125 million, 73 million lang yung finally dinisallow ng COA dun sa notice of disallowance. Yung balanse, inoke niya.
Ang makakasagot po niya, Your Honor, yung next witness po. Since,
No, if you're familiar with the notices of disallowance, you testified, Attorney Wamil, that AOM, notice of suspension, notice of disallowance. So sa dulo, pag iba na yung amount na nakalagay doon, marami nagtanong kanina, yung dinisallow lang ultimately is only 73.287 million. Posibleng magbago talaga yun, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So yung AOM mo, yung kabuuan ng 125, yung AOM mo pangalawa, kabuuan ng 125, yung notice of disallowance mo, ay yung notice of suspension mo, kabuuan ng 125, pero posibleng iba na ang amount ng notice of disallowance rather.
Yes po. Depending on the evaluation po kasi yun nung nag-audit po.
Now, one final question for this round as well. Let's focus on the failure to liquidate and notice of demand. Yung AOM po ba may failure to liquidate na at notice of demand na? Wala pa. I'm citing paragraph 8.3 of the IJMC.
Kapag AOM po kasi,
Yes or no?
wala pa po. Yun po, yung AOM po kasi yung parang kinukonsider namin as demand po, Your Honor.
So, wala. Saan po nakalagay sa AOM na may demand kayo?
Kasi ni-require po namin sila na to comply with the submission po of the documents.
Attorney Wamil, there is a big difference because your notice of suspension, does it include a demand?
Get ready to feel the instant jolt of freshness with Colgate Fresh Confidence.
If you can do it, I can too. Just watch me do it just like.
Pardon, Your Honor.
Does the notice of suspension include a demand to pay?
Wala pa po, Your Honor.
Isn't it correct na nandun lang sa notice of disallowance yun?
Based on the joint circular po, doon
Yes.
po ni-require po na mag-restitute.
Sa notice of disallowance na.
Yes.
Wala sa AOM, walang demand sa notice of suspension, sa notice of disallowance.
The demand to pay po. Yes,
Yes.
Your Honor.
So, when will the presumption come in? Under paragraph 8.3. Kung wala pang failure to liquidate, dahil hindi pa final, kung wala pa yung demand until notice of disallowance na hindi pa final, Kailan po papasok yung presumption o prima facie dun sa 8.3?
Ang wording po kasi nung 8.3, Your Honor, failure to liquidate. So failure, kasama po dun yung failure to submit the documents. Hindi po kasama yung failure to pay kung ano man po yung dinedemand.
Nakalagay po doon, failure to liquidate upon demand.
Yes po. So ang sinasabi po dun ay isubmit yung complete documents with the ICPAO.
So, pag hiningi nyo at hindi pa nasasubmit, failure na yun sa palagay mo?
Yes sir, kasi ang sabi lang naman po is upon demand, na hindi sila nakapag-liquidate po.
That is your interpretation, sir, correct? That is not found in the GMC.
Ang binibase ko lang po dun sa provision po ng GMC, Your Honor.
Sa interpretation mo nga ng GMC.
Yes po, Your Honor.
To avail of round 2, Senator Judge Pangilinan. Thank you, Attorney Wamil. To avail of round 2, Senator Judge Pangilinan. You have 2 minutes, sir.